Hi. I'm going to show y'all how to do those coasters. So easy. So beautiful. And I've had a lot of requests for them. Imagine that. Lord, can't even sell a cup. Post some coasters. And people start, like messaging you. I'm going to tell y'all everything that I'm using. So if you come in late, just please reference back to the video. It will be saved. The items that I'm going to be using is going to be Magic Moon mica items. Except for two. And that would be the epoxy and the Deco Color Premium Rose Gold paint pen. And I found that at Micas. And I will tell you in just a minute about how much of this epoxy I'm using. I can't see the comments because I'm using the swing arm. And my phone is above me. So I do apologize. I can't do the, where you have to look at another tablet or computer or whatever to see the comments. I can't do that. I'm not that coordinated. All right. I'm going to show you the mold. I'm sorry, guys, if y'all are asking questions. I'll look up in just a sec and see. And again, I will be telling y'all everything that I'm using. So if you want to jot it down, you're more than welcome to do so. This is the, I'm going to use the quarters here. Y'all know I love the Soul of a Witch. I'm going to use Soul of a Witch and Lucifer Has Fallen. And then Michelle also has these full flakes. I'm going to be using those as well. And then this pen that I got from Micas, it's a rose gold color. And it's the Deco Premium Pro. Don't even have a color on it, does it? Metallic paint pen is all it says. That's all it says. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to put Micas in here. These are so beautiful, y'all. And this Lucifer Has Fallen. You see, I only have very little left. And I'm just going to put some in there. And then I'm going to go to Soul of a Witch, which is my... Lord, I'm sparkly already. I'm going to put some in here because I want it sheer. And again, these are Magic Moon Micas. It's Soul of a Witch, my all-time favorite by her. And then Lucifer Has Fallen. I love this one as well for this. You can use any color of micas that you want. It doesn't have to be these two colors. I did use Pretty in Pink on a coaster that I posted earlier. I did use that color. But the Soul of a Witch, I don't know what it does, but it's a gorgeous color. Okay, so now I'm going to go right here, and I want to pour just a little bit. No, let me go here first. I've got mica flakes, and I'm going to pour just a little bit of epoxy in here. I don't want a lot. Not really. Just enough to get us started. Again, these products are Magic Moon products. I'm just going to mix that up. I'm going to start out with just a little bit of epoxy in there at first. And then you can gradually add as you need. And that's probably going to be way too much. Alright, so this is the mixture so far. and that's okay. And what I'm going to do with this mixture is I want to go around the outer edge there with this mixture. I just want to go along. You can come back and clean up. I just want it in those crevices right there. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Yeah, you can. I just want to push it in there. And like I said, we can come back and clean up what's on the inside there. No big deal. Just get it in there. If you're asking questions, I'm sorry, I can't see them right now. And again, Michelle has these flakes on Magic Man Micas site. And we just want to get those flakes on the rim right there, okay? The mixture that I made is kind of like a paste, but not, you know, you don't want it runny. I want my flakes to stay on the outer edge. And then when they dry and I unmold them, you'll see why I want them on the outer edge. You could go in the inside as well if you wanted to. That would be totally up to you. However you decide you want to place the foil. I wish I had some of the fast set epoxy because I would like unmold this sucker in about an hour, but I am completely out. And that stuff is like liquid gold. You cannot, well, I can't afford the big gallon size anywho, so that's a no-go for me. All right, one more and then we're going to continue. We are going to put some in the middle. I cannot tell you how much of the flakes I use because I'm not a measure kind of girl. I just go with the flow. And whatever you have left over, you can use in other molds, okay? And congratulations to Bella on her graduation today. Go Bella Boo. Or as Michelle calls her, the little chick. Her last of her bambinos growing up. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that as is. I will wipe. Or I may just leave it. I think sometimes when you do something like that, I think I'm just going to leave it. I'm liking that. Okay, so now let's go ahead with our other mixtures. I'm going to pour some epoxy into Soul of a Witch, which is my favorite. And then some into Lucifer Has Fallen. Let's get these stirred up. I don't think the work time with this Illumilight is long at all, y'all. I just sat here and mixed this up, and it's like, whoa, Nelly Bell, hold on just a second. All right, this is Soul of a Witch, one of my favorites, favorite ever. I don't know how Michelle did this one. Don't want to know. All I know is I love it. The girl can come up with some colors. I'm going to need some more of this. Okay, now we need one more color. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look how beautiful and sheer that is. Okay, one more color and then we're done. I need to take a baggie and I'm going to set the baggie in there, pull that down, and then I'm going to mix up that's probably way too much. We're going to put some white pigment in this one. Now we're going to stir that up. And this is where the baggie will come into play. Okay, so I'm going to pour a white into this baggie. And this is what make it will all come to life is this right here. All right, I'm going to let that sit there in my cup because I want to go in with, I think I'm going to go in with Lucifer Has Fallen first. And again, you can start in with any colors that you want to first, okay? It really doesn't matter, but I'm going to leave those little flakes right there. I think it looks good. I'm not too worried about those. Is that a cat here? Y'all have a cat, so you can't sell something with your animal, you know. Come on out of there. My cat just wants to be a part of stuff, I guess. I'm just going to go in just like this. And again, this is Lucifer Has Fallen. It's the prettiest, sheerest white. You can make it even more pigmented if you add more to it. That would totally be up to you. I think these coasters, the more sheer they are, the prettier that they are. So, I mean, it's totally up to you. Whatever you decide you want to make them sheer or not so sheer or whatever. Make sure you get into those crevices with your epoxy. And y'all don't forget, Michelle is celebrating their 1-year anniversary with Magic Moon Micas coming up. Okay, let me get, I'm taking every bit of it that I can get out, okay? I'm going to go in with the rest of this clear that I've got left over of the epoxy. And just start going in. Just fill it up. Again, if y'all are asking questions, I'm terribly sorry. I have my phone overhead. Now I'm just going to go around the edges. The rose gold around the edges, you will see how beautiful they will turn out by doing this. I know Martha and Susie are in here. If anyone's asking any questions about what I've used so far, if y'all can tell them, that would be great. Okay, so now we got that part. Now we're going to go in with my all-time favorite. This right here is Soul of a Witch. This should have been named Rosie. I don't know why Michelle couldn't name it Rosie, but I'm okay. I've probably been called Soul of a Witch, but in a different translate form of a name, if y'all know what I mean. Okay, it is what it is. Haters gonna hate, you know what I mean, y'all? But I still love them. Look how beautiful that color is. Look how beautiful. Dump it right on in there. I hope y'all can see just how beautiful that color is. I am going to add just a touch of heat, not a lot. Because I really want my edges to be kind of translucent. Okay, so here is my white in my baggie. I'm going to press all of the air out of it, and I'm going to twist it and twist it and twist it like so forth. Now you want to get it like this, and I'm just going to nip just the tip. Just the tip. And then I'm going to start going just like so to meet in the middle. If my hand is in the way, I'm terribly sorry. And then I'm going to continue to go around just like so. And you just continue around and around. Okay, now I want to go back in. It looks like a hot mess right now, but I want to go back in the middle part and do some little ones. Just make a design. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even have to be like this. You can make zigzags. I don't care. Sorry about that. Now, what this is doing, I don't know if you guys can see how it will start separating this white will now start separating, and it will, as it sits here longer and longer and longer, that's what it's going to do. It's going to start forming its own little whatever. Now, if you want to add a little heat, you can do that. but you need to be careful because you really don't want to push the design around too much. So I'm going to add a little bit of heat. And you see how it starts moving the design? And I really don't want too much of that in here. Because as it sits, it's going to make its own way of the design that it wants to make. Now, why you want to be like that? I want to move it some, but not a whole lot. I'm going to go back in with some more of my white. And again, I'm sorry if my hand gets in the way. And I've got just a very, very fine little cutout right there. Because I really want to keep some of the line look in with this. You don't have to use white. You can use other colors. Just whatever you want. It's your design, your coaster, you're making them, you're selling them. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave that because it's going to be really sheer and really beautiful. So what I am going to do is I'm going to put some of the gold. See, I made way too much. Thank God Michelle's not watching me. I am going to put some in the middle, like this. I'm going to spread it out. I probably do things backwards, but that's okay. I'm all right with it. You can use either side that you want once your design is dry. I can come back in an hour and this design is going to be totally different than what it is now. Just take your time. Have everything ready and thought out in your mind. I cannot begin to tell you guys how many times I've sat down and went to do something that I had in my mind, and well, it's because I wasn't ready and it looked like a piece of junk. All right, so I'm going to leave this as is. I like that in the middle. I don't want to add anything else because this is going to be really pretty and subtle. And as you watch it, it's changing on its own. I don't have to do anything else. Be careful of the heat when you apply the heat to it. Too much heat will cause it all to come together, and you don't want it to come together. You want it to make its own design. So I'm going to leave this as is. And again, the products that I used Lucifer Has Fallen. I used Soul of a Witch. And those are from Magic Moon Micas. These two colors are absolutely stunning. This pale pink is to die for. There's nothing else that I can say about this pink. And then Lucifer Has Fallen is the beautiful iridescent white. If you want it more darker, add more to it. I was going to use my paint pen on the outer edges. I decided not to, and I decided to use Michelle's Rose Gold Flakes. These, she also sells these. And that's basically all I used, other than, oh, and the white. Don't forget your white. Okay, that's really important. And then put it in a zippy, just a zippy bag, and barely nick the tip of it. If it's too thick and too big of a hole, and you go to do it, you're going to have wider bands. They, you know, could clog it up and it not look right. So, but anyway, I'm going to let this sit. This looks really, really nice. And I don't know if you've noticed how they're all starting to take on their own right now. And the outer part is going to be like a see-through, because that's where I put the Lucifer Has Fallen. See the outer, it's going to have shimmer in there with, you know, some iridescent, because I used very little in the epoxy. And then in the middle is where I put, you know, Soul of a Witch. And then the outer edge is just where I took and mixed some of her gold flakes in with the epoxy. And then the white. Just make sure when you do the white, your tip in your baggie is very, very little. Let me see if y'all can see. See how it's doing its own design? You see that? That's what makes these coasters so beautiful and so unique. Again, do not use a lot of heat. You don't want to mumble it up. It will move on its own as it sits. And there you have it. Okay, this video is going to be saved for replay so that you guys can go back and reference to it. I did mention all the products that I used. So if you have ordered from Michelle before and you know the two Micas that I have used, Lucifer Has Fallen and Soul of a Witch, then you know how gorgeous they are. I need not say more. I don't know how much epoxy I used in this one. I can't tell you. I never measure. I just go with it. So I'm sorry. You'll have to, you know, on your mold, I guess. Michelle would have a fit if she's seen all that left over. I guess I need to pour it in a mold real quick. I think I will. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. If y'all make a mold, please let me see it. Tag me in it. These are her Micas as well that I have used. This is Soul of a Witch and also Lucifer Has Fallen. I love the transparency of these. These are absolutely gorgeous. I did not put the white in there like I did on this one. But these are my faves. I also posted the other coasters that I did earlier. And those were Soul of a Witch and Lucifer Has Fallen as well. Okay, there it's taken on its own world of its own. So I'm happy with that. I like the outcome of it. And I'm just going to leave as is. Okay, so this, hey Tanya, this was the coaster that I done earlier. And we're going to check her out. And also, here's my little Magic Moon mica nuggets that I made that was left over. You can use these in coasters as well. These are just little nuggets that you can use and just set them like wherever you want them, whatever. Just use of extra epoxy, okay? That's good to have. Okay. So, let's take this one out. It's still going to be a little bit like flimsy, but that's okay. You see, that's the back side, or you can have it as the front side, whichever way you want it. Look at that pretty, pretty shimmer. This is the front side. Let me see if I turn this light out. I'm trying to get my lighting right. They're so pretty in the sunlight. There we go. But see how I like the transparency of it? That's me. That's the back side, or you can say the front side. Isn't that beautiful? Looks like waves, just beautiful waves. And then that light hint of pink. Remember, I didn't use a lot of the Soul of a Witch. And do you see how I put the foil mix right there and it went around the edges? Yeah, there's some bare spots, but I'm okay with that. I'm an okay kind of girl. I just go with the flow. And then I will finish letting these set up overnight. I didn't even mind some of the gold flakes getting in there. But look at the design. Like I said, if you leave it alone, it'll make its own design. And if you want that to be the back side, you can. You can see that pink in there. So you decide whichever side you want it to be. I just have to go around and clean the edges up. So there's 2 pieces. And take this one out. And again, this one is different. Isn't that beautiful? And there's the back side or the front side. Look at that sparkle. That's what I love. That's why I love Lucifer Has Fallen. Look at the designs down in here. Isn't that gorgeous? And then here's the last piece. Simply beautiful. Let's see if I turn this light out, if y'all can see the real pretty pink. It's just gorgeous, y'all. I mean, I don't know what else to say. If the sun was up, I'd take them outside. But the sun's not up. I mean, out, or whatever you want to call it. I'll clean the edges up. But there you go. Isn't that beautiful? Come on now. I just love the different patterns that you get. And excuse me. Remember, when you put the heat to it, it doesn't take a lot of heat because you really don't want it to move. But look at the veining down here. So beautiful. So, so beautiful. All right, I just wanted to reveal, I don't know if y'all can see it, but there's a hint of pink right in here. The outer part is where I used Lucifer Has Fallen. And me personally, I love like the transparent right in there. That's what I like. Myself, I do. And I know y'all can't see that hint of pink. I wish you could. Absolutely gorgeous. But anyway, I wanted to show y'all that. And then tomorrow when the sun comes up, I will, you can see a little bit of the pink in here. But when the sun comes up tomorrow and I take some outdoor pictures, then I'll show you guys, okay? But anyway, just thought I'd let y'all see. Y'all take care, and as always, much love, guys. Bye-bye.